Welcome back to the social science class. In the previous class we had discussed about the meaning of business, the definition of business, isn't it? The objectives of business. What are the objectives? There are two objectives of business. Those are economic objectives and social objectives. We also discussed about trade, isn't it? What is trade? Trade is a part of business. Trade is a part of business. It is mainly concerned with the buying and selling of goods and services to the consumers. So let's discuss more about trade. In the previous class we had also discussed about the types of trade, isn't it? What are the types of trade? There are three types of trade. Those are home trade, foreign trade and entrepot trade. Home trade, foreign trade and entrepot trade. What is home trade? Let's recall what is home trade. Trade within the country. What example I had given you? I had given you the example of India. We produce product or the good in India and distribute in India itself. That is called as home trade. Trade within the country. That is buying and selling of goods and services within the country. Clear? Second type of trade is foreign trade. Trade between two countries. That is, for example, India and different countries, India and maybe America, India and other countries maybe. It is between two countries. Understand? Like import and export take place. Foreign trade means trade between two countries. Okay. Third type of trade, that is entrepot trade. Entrepot trade is basically buying of goods from one country with the view of selling it to another country. Last time I had given you an example. I buy something from Arab country, that is India. Being in India, I buy something from Arab country and sell it to America. I don't distribute it in my country. What do? Buy good from other country and sell it to different country. Clear? So this is called as entrepot trade. So in home trade, that is the trade within the country, it is carried out by retailers and wholesalers. Retailers, you can find it nearby your houses, nearby your schools. The shops which you find, those are retailers. Even if you go and buy, you can buy even 2 pencils or 1 pencil, you can buy any. But going to the wholesaler, then you can't buy 1 pencil there. So that's why there are retailers. The shops which you find around, these are retail shops and wholesalers. These two are the distribution channel between the producer and consumer. Clear? Okay. So under retailer, there are few types. Those are permanent shops and itinerant shops. Permanent shops and itinerant shops. Students, permanent shops are those shops which are fixed. Today you go and buy something, a stationery shop maybe. You go and buy something. Tomorrow or next month or next year if you go, there that shop will be there. It is not movable. Understand? They build a building there for a shop. Understand? That is called as permanent shop. Means it is not movable. It is in the fixed place. Next one, itinerant shops. It's completely opposite to the permanent shops. Itinerant shops means its another name is mobile shops. There is mobility. Why do you call your phones as mobile? Why do you call your that is cell phone as mobile? It's actually to be called as cell phones, isn't it? Why do you call it mobile? Because you can take your phones everywhere. You can call from any places. Before we had landline, which was not movable. At home only you have to use it, isn't it? You can't take it anywhere. That's why it is called as landline. Understand? So mobile we call it because the phones which you have, the cell phones you can take everywhere. There is mobility to your phone. That's why you call it mobile. The same way, itinerant shops are called as mobile shops. That means small shops you can take everywhere. There is no fixed place. Do not have fixed place. These kind of itinerant shops or mobile shops do not have a fixed place. They are movable. Hope it's clear to you, students. So retail trade, there are two types. Those are permanent shops and itinerant or mobile shops. Let's see the classification of itinerant shops. Understand? So these are itinerant shops have different types. Those are hawkers, peddlers, street traders and market sellers. Let's see it again. Itinerant shops have hawkers, peddlers, street traders and market sellers. Let's discuss about this one by one. Who are hawkers? As you can see in your reader, they carry goods on their head. You can find a picture where a lady is carrying a basket on her head with few of the things. These things are carried on their head and they move from door to door. They go from door to door in order to sell their things. Understand? They hardly have one or two types of things. Either two types of vegetables or two types of fruits or some kind of flowers, because it's very difficult for them to carry all kind of fruits and vegetables. So maybe maximum two or three types of things they carry on their head, move from door to door in order to sell their products. Here I have few examples. As they move from door to door, they take few things. They sell few things like vegetables, fruits and flowers. Next, let's discuss next type of itinerant shops are peddlers. These carry their goods through wheeled carts. As you can see in some places where they have a wheeled cart which they push and move from door to door. Even these move from door to door. In case they couldn't move from door to door, they stand near a public place so that people get attracted to their things, what are they selling, and they buy it. Clear? Even these sell maximum 3 or 4 type of goods, because on the cart they can hardly keep few type of things, right? They can't carry the entire market and move around. So they will have maximum 3 to 4 types of things, maybe vegetables or fruits and even flowers. Clear? Okay. The third classification of itinerant shops are street traders. Street traders, they are also called as pavement traders or footpath traders. Especially in Karkala, you can find near bus stand where they sit on the pavement. Most of the time they sell green things like leafy things. They sell that so that the people who move around, lot of people move around near the bus stand, isn't it? So that people see that product and buy it. They display on the busy street. See, I have written here, street traders or pavement traders or footpath traders, they display whatever they have in a busy street on the pavement or the footpath. You can see in the picture. Okay. Fourth type of itinerant shops are market sellers. In Kannada you call it something. Especially these are weekly market. Only once in a week you can find. For example, in Karkala, this weekly market or the market sellers you can find on Saturday. The same sellers will go to other place on other days, other weekdays. Clear? So this is a perfect platform for the neighboring villagers who grow their homegrown products. They get a platform to sell it here. Clear? So market sellers are the weekly sellers who sell their products once in a week in one particular place and next day they go to some other place to sell. Clear? Okay. So this kind of market sellers give a platform to the neighboring people or neighboring people who have their homegrown products. They get a platform to sell it and the people will buy it. The money what they get, they use it for their daily needs, for food, clothing and shelter. So under home trade you have retail trade and wholesale trade, right? So we have already learned about retail trade. Now let's learn about wholesale trade. Where retail trade they purchase in the smaller quantity, wholesale trade they buy in a larger quantity. They buy it directly from the producers. As they are the distribution channel, they directly buy from the producers in a larger quantity. They deal with one or two type of goods, maybe sometimes consuming kind of foods like chocolate or chips. Sometimes it is kind of different things like groceries. They have different sets. If they are dealing with chocolates, they have different kind of chocolates. If they are dealing with the groceries, they have different kind of only groceries. So they deal with the one or two specific kind of goods. They help the retailers. How do they help the retailers? They help the retailers by supplying goods and provide credit facility. They supply the goods as they buy it from producers. The wholesalers sell it to the retailers. So they supply the goods and provide credit facility. Students, even the retailers need money to buy it from the wholesaler, isn't it? So they have to sell their products first to get the money. So wholesaler provides the retailer with the credit facility so that they can buy now and pay later. Then they do not keep a large profit margin. Like in case the producer have produced the product for 5 rupees, they sell it for 6 rupees to the wholesaler. They will sell it for 7 rupees to the retailers, where retailers will have their small profit margin. So they do not keep a large profit margin. They keep a very small profit margin. Then they also advertise the products. They also advertise or educate the retailers regarding the products what they are selling. After home trade, there is retail trade. Trade has two types. Those are home trade and retail trade, where entrepot comes in foreign trade only. Entrepot trade comes in foreign trade only, as it is about other countries. They buy a product with the view to sell it to another country. They buy a product from other country with the view to sell it to another country. So let's learn about foreign trade. Foreign trade is trade between two countries. There are three classifications, that is import. Import means buying from other country or bringing a product within our country. Export, we are selling it to another country. From India it is going to another country. Entrepot means we buy the product with the view of selling it to another country. We don't distribute it in our country. So foreign trade is classified into three types. Those are import, export, entrepot. Clear? Hope this is clear to you. Home trade is carried on by the retailers and the wholesalers. Foreign trade has three classifications. Those are import, export and entrepot. So entrepot comes under foreign trade only. Hope this topic is clear to you, students. So revise it thoroughly and read your readers correctly and write down the points which you understood, and then you have to go through the video once again. So there are two types of home trade. Those are retail trade and wholesale trade. So you have learned about retail trade, isn't it? Now let's learn about wholesale trade. Let's compare. Retail trade, in retail trade they buy in a smaller quantity, where in wholesale trade they buy in a larger quantity. In retail trade they buy in a smaller quantity, and in wholesale trade they buy directly from the producer in the larger quantity, and then they sell it to the retailer. Clear? Okay. So these wholesaler, what they do is they deal with one or two kind of things or goods or products. Clear? For example, if the wholesaler is dealing with the chocolates, he will have different kind of chocolates in a larger quantity. Then whichever the retailers need, they sell it to them accordingly. So they deal with maximum two types of goods. If they are dealing with chocolates, they don't go for groceries. If they are dealing with groceries, they don't go for consumer kind of, other consumer kind of goods like chips or chocolates. So they will have a maximum two or three kind of goods which they deal with. Clear? Okay. So these wholesalers, they help retailers also. These wholesalers help retailers. How do they help retailers? They help by supplying goods to them. Retailer, that is wholesaler, supply goods to the retailer. This is also kind of help, right? So retailers are helped by wholesaler as they supply the goods. And they provide credit facility. I have explained about this in the previous class as well. These provide credit facility. That means they buy now from the wholesalers and pay later. Understand, even they need money, right? They have to sell the things and then get the money, then they have to pay to the wholesalers. That is why these credit facilities have been given to the retailers by wholesalers. Hope this is clear to you, students. And they do not keep the profit margin high. That means the profit what they get in product, they keep very less profit margin. They don't sell it for the high profit. They sell it for a very low margin. And they also advertise about the products. The producer, what they produce the products, they buy it from them. Who buys it from them? It's wholesaler who buy it from them, and then they advertise or promote about the products to the different retailers. So they help the retailers by, and that is the wholesaler help the producer by advertising advertising about the products which they are producing. So the second type of trade, let's learn now. Home trade we have already learned, that is the first type of trade. Second type of trade is foreign trade, where interport trade comes under foreign trade itself. It is not the different classification. There are only two types of trade, that is home trade and foreign trade. This term, that is interport trade, comes under foreign trade itself. Hope this is clear to you. Foreign trade, trade between two countries, that is India and Singapore, maybe India and Brazil, maybe. Okay, so trade between two countries. There are three classifications under foreign trade. Those are import trade, export and entrepot trade. Import, export and entrepot trade. If this is our country, I'll just draw it like this. Okay, this is just an example. I'm very bad at drawing, but this is just an example. This is India. Okay. Okay, this is Japan. We will take this as Japan. Okay, here this is Japan. Import means we are buying something from other countries. We are importing. That means we are buying it from other countries. We are getting it inside our country. Export means we are selling it to other countries. That means we are putting it out to other countries. We are selling. It is going out of the country. Import means buying. Export means selling. Hope this is clear to you. And entrepot, I have already explained you. That is buying the product or a good from other country in order to sell it to some other country. That means I am buying something from Singapore to India. I am not distributing here. I will be selling it to other country, maybe Japan. Hope this is clear to you. So foreign trade have three classifications. Those are import, export and entrepot. So make sure you read your reader properly. Go through your video multiple times. Hope this is clear to you and do your assignments regularly. Thank you, students.